Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What's up? You really like that? Let's shut up and grab some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Tuesday morning here inside the studio. Have no idea what day it is when we release these. We've been stock loading these things, all right? Trying to get a film study out every day during the month of August on all the quarterbacks across college football that's fan bases deserve them to be broken down. Don't know if we've ever thrown a dart at the NC State dartboard, but we're about to today. We've been on a little bit of an ACC run lately. Miami, Florida State. Here we go with NC State with a massive human being in C.J. Bailey. I think he's a legit 6'7", like 225 pounds. And I think he has some of the best arm talent of any tall guy we've ever seen recently. Like, most of these guys are super elongated. They take forever to get rid of the football because they got long limbs. This dude's in and out. He's really quick with the football. I was first introduced to him during his high school days, Jonathan, because do you know whose quarterback he was in high school? Jeremiah Smith. He was Jeremiah Smith's quarterback in high school down there at Chaminade, down there in South Florida. And now he's an NC State's guy. I think it was a tremendous job by NC State holding on to this dude during the offseason because they ain't really hold on to much else. Jacarius Peaks up off the roster. Hollywood Smothers up off the roster. I think Noah Rogers up off the roster as well. Could be wrong there. It might have been a Louisville guy. But nonetheless, good job holding on to this football player. And I'm bullish on NC State's chances this year in the ACC because of this football player. We're big buy into the quarterback, buy into the team football program around here, right? If you got a good quarterback, should have a pretty good football team. There are some things to clean up today. As you will notice as we go throughout the football film study, we are a bigger, longer football player, so we can't do some of the lower body sliding stuff that you're going to see today. It's going to lead to some bad misses with the football, all right? Our accuracy numbers are going to decrease if our lower body mechanics are not disciplined, especially the bigger and taller that we get. Hey, we got a couple of rules around here if you're new to the network. I am Brooks Austin, more commonly known as the Film Guy, all right? If you learn anything about the game of football today, you have to subscribe. These are the rules. If you learn anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. And if you have any fun at all today, which you will, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. The Dukies. This defense been getting highlighted a little bit too much on these film studies lately. But nonetheless, we're going to watch them today. All right, so we're going to start in our own end. 99 to go. 99 to go. Other thing you're going to notice about this film study, a lot of 2nd and 12s, 4th and 7s, 4th and 5s, 4th and gotta have it, a lot of 3rd and 15s. A lot of tough positions to play the quarterback position in. A lot of tough situations, rather, to play the quarterback position in. Excuse me. All right, prime example right here of what I'm talking about with these bigger bodies, okay? Ball, I mean, it jumps a little bit right here, Jonathan, but not like some of these other clips that we're going to show you today, especially when you watch it from the tight. Watch the ball flight, and then we'll talk about why it kind of on us. You see that? That ball doesn't right out of the hands, does it, Jonathan? Not like some of these that we're going to watch today. Specifically, we got a shallow cross later that looks like Randy Johnson threw the damn thing. I mean, all right, so here's why. All right, watch us towards the end of this. We are big. We are long. All right, so when we get to the end of this, see how we're floating through that? We're not slowing our body down enough, and we're leaning forward on our toes right here as this ball gets let loose. Buddy, we got to come to control, come to balance, get all that momentum stopped so we can slam that thing into that front leg, okay? We don't need to be leaning over when we let go of this football like we are right now. Watch that back right foot fall all the way over, and we're falling over as the ball gets let loose, all right? Great decision. It's the right spot. The ball's going to jump a little bit better on us when we get to a little bit older and more mature, and we start taking more and more reps, and we don't fall into this ball. We kind of stop ourselves and let that thing whip, okay? I thought CJ Carr was the best at this so far in our studies. Rolling right, getting our body under control. All right, instead of falling over, we come back to balance and we hold that jump shot at the end, okay? Second and 7. I left these on the clips because, look, I don't think we're like some freakish athletes. Hard to be a freakish athlete at north of 6'6" unless you're Cam Newton. But I think we're mobile enough to cause concern for defenses, right? If we spread into empty and you want to give us a 4-man box and you want to extend the linebacker out over here, we got quarterback draw potentials, okay? So just leaving that on for you defensive coordinators, they got to play this guy. Can't just fully bail out for the pass. We got to worry about this guy's legs just a tad bit. I don't think he's going to kill us, all right? But he is going to extend drives if we allow him to do that. One of the better balls we'll see today right here, all right? Floating back to our left, okay? A little bit unbalanced, but that's okay because we have to get out of pressure, and we rip this on the face of this shallow cross. Not the one I'm talking about, though, that looked like Randy Johnson let it rip. That's another clip a little bit later. See what I'm talking about from his mechanical structure, like just the way the ball comes out, okay? We're already at hand draw right here. We've broken our hands. We're ready to get the ball out. Where are we at? We're at 11.43. Ball's out at 11.77. So we are well under, again, we talked about this the other day with Mensa. I want you under that 0.45 range. NFL average is 0.50. All right, anything north of that, people start calling elongated motions. This dude doesn't have one of those. And that's a damn rip, huh? Mm-hmm. That's a rip. Watch it full speed one more time. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 2nd and 12. Not an ideal situation. Now we get ourselves a first down with quarterback run. Again, look, hey, it ain't twitchy. It ain't even, I wouldn't even argue it's smooth. It's just good enough to be a count balancer. I do think we get a little slippery right here. A little slippery. All right, we stay on our feet right there. That's pretty good. All right. And then we try to give that guy a spin, but we only have one foot in the ground. I wonder how much bigger we've gotten this offseason. Do you think we put any weight on?
I imagine maybe a little bit.
Hard to put weight on some of these taller frames. This is the football right here. This is the best ball he threw all day. That thing is so covered up. We're throwing this shallow cross right here. I think we got mesh. No, we don't have mesh called. We got a crosser from number 9 coming across the screen, and it is flat covered for a long time. 12's doing a great job right here. This linebacker's running up underneath this. He's doing everything he can, but he finna get beat with the ball. All right, watch this from the wide, full speed, and watch this ball jump out of these fingertips. Boom. All right, and the reason why, look, man, we're solid in our base. Our feet are tied to our eyes. We're not falling over this thing. We're not leaning back on it. And then we hold the jump shot right at the end of it. Look at that, boom. That's what it looks like to hold the jump shot, okay? We're not leaning. We're not falling over. We're nice and controlled. All the motion and energy is right through the football, right through the laces, and we rip an absolute seam, okay? Is there an NFL quarterback rocking the pacifier mouthpiece?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
Who?
He's won an MVP.
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
Really?
Yeah. Another South Florida guy. Look it up. He rocks the big pacifier. Another South Florida quarterback that had to leave the state. I left this one on here for you Texas fans that watch everything. I'm talking to you, Bandit. Hollywood Smothers is all right. He's pretty damn good. Mm-hmm. This poor safety over here, he thinks he's going to run over here and get an absolute kill shot, and he going to be the dead body hitting the floor. Watch this one. Yeah, Bubba, we thought we had one. We sprinted over there thinking we going to get a kill shot. No, sir. No, sir. We were left on the turf face down. Good. I think we decided as the ball was snapped that we're going to get this ball down to the flat to Hollywood Smothers. We're running power pass, and we're getting whipped back here at center and right tackle. Absolutely whipped. And the front side of the play, too. But that's kind of due to our floating, right? This backside guard on this pull's got no chance to block 43 because we're floating over into him because we're already getting beat on the backside over here. Come on, Hollywood. Come on, Hollywood. Good. 2nd and 11. Again, a lot of bad situations for the quarterback. A lot of automatic passing downs. The whole building knows we're throwing the football, and we're going to rip a dot. Bop. Again, with the mechanic, when it's like this, I need to see more and more of this. I need every down holding jump shots like that right there. We throw elite footballs, okay? Elite footballs. When we start leaning, when we start sliding, you're going to see a lot of this today. We're going to spray the football. But when we're like this, man, we throw dots. Couldn't have walked down there and handed it to him better, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, today's show is brought to you by our new presenting sponsor over at Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Rivalries, trash talk, and bragging rights are all a part of the game of college football that we all love so much. But there's one thing college football fans can all agree on. Hard Rock Bet is easy, safe, and trusted with thousands of 5-star reviews. You can back your favorite football team all season long from the couch, hanging out at the tailgate, or even inside the stadium, especially for our friends down there in the state of Florida. Hard Rock Bet knows college football in Florida. They're Florida's only legal betting app on college football. But you don't have to live in the state of Florida to join the party Hard Rock Bet's got going on. They're also live in Arizona, Ohio, New Jersey, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, Illinois, Colorado, and Michigan, with more states on the way. So if you don't have the Hard Rock Bet app yet, head over to hardrock.bet/filmguy. That's hardrock.bet/filmguy. Get the party started on Hard Rock Bet today. Must be 21 or older. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER today. Please gamble responsibly. I wonder how much of their receiver core they actually retain. I'm sure NC State fans will help us out if they find this. Hopefully they do. All right. Now, this is a young quarterback, 10,000 reps, 10,000 hours, whatever theory you believe in with regards to experience helps us. We'll trust this a little bit more. All right. I think do we have man-to-man coverage? Yeah, we do. All right. It's at least zone match down here at the bottom and the top. Okay. This guy, his leverage is already beat, right? We're going to run this crosser across his face. His leverage is already beat. We see it as a quarterback. We try to pull the trigger right there. You'll really see this from the tight. Trust that, dude. Throw that ball right now. All right, rip that thing and let's go. Let's live to fight another down instead of, trying to make a play with our legs. Now, we pick up 4 yards. That's okay. I would rather the 15, though. Look at this. He pumps it right there. He likes it. His eyes are in the right spot. Okay, trust that thing. Let it rip. Let's go. You ain't never going to have a ball tipped. That's the other thing, too. We're so big. We're so long. We're so tall in that pocket. We're never going to have a problem throwing over defensive linemen. Let that thing rip. Trust your eyes and let's go. I think the more and more we play football, the more and more we'll rip those things. We sat in an NFL room that we had no business being in up there in Indianapolis, and this guy was a topic of discussion. I think the NFL is very aware of this talent. All right. Now, when I first watched this, I was like, you can't do that. And then I went back and looked at it. We're in a 4th and 3 down of 12, right? We're up in this football game. What are we doing, Coach? Kick the field goal.
All right.
What are we doing?
Make it 2 possessions.
Yeah. Come on, Coach. I don't care what the book says. Kick the field goal. All right, don't do this year, man. Take the sack. Okay? Don't do this. Okay? We're getting blitzed up. Right guard's not paying attention. All right, we get an elite jump off the snap over here from the edge rushing position. I don't know why we got guys looking at the side. It's so discombobulated on 4th and 3. All right. We got guys still looking at the sideline over here. Oh, was this supposed to be a hard clap?
Maybe.
And the center snapped the football when he wasn't supposed to?
Yeah, because the offensive line's slow to move too.
Yeah, nobody really expects this ball to be snapped. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
that's what that is.
That's what that is. So we're blaming that on the center. But still, can't do that. Dirt that thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can't just throw it up over the middle of the field. That's a oopsie daisy from the center.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, here we go. Another 4th and 7. Now, wow. How did we all of a sudden get down 11? Woo. Is this one of these sliding clips? I mean, we get absolutely mobbed over here in the nickel. I don't know how we don't call this for a PI. I mean, good God almighty. Where's the zebra at? Little help, sir. We throw it early, though. Good anticipatory throw right there from Sticks. I mean, every number 11 gets called Sticks, but when you look like this, you are Sticks. That's what you're called from now on. Good rip. You got to get the PI call there. That's horrendous. All right. Again, look, there's a reason why most tall guys like this just don't make it, right? I think Brock Osweiler was the last 6'7" NFL starter, wasn't he? Mike Glennon, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of these guys that make it at the highest level because we almost have to be perfect with our mechanics because we got so many moving parts and they're so long that if we're off a little bit, we're going to spray the football a lot of bit, all right? 5'11" guys can get away with this. 6'11" guys cannot, all right? Watch him start sliding on this ball, Jonathan, and he's going to spray it because we're all over the place with our lower body mechanics. You see us sliding through that rep right there? All right, we can't do this year. We got to be nice, concise, and disciplined, and our lower body will be much, much more accurate, okay? That's a bad miss. But whereas when our feet are actually where we're supposed to be and we can hold the jump shot like we've been talking about, we're going to put that ball exactly where we want to outside the framework of that wide receiver down at the bottom, turn him to the sideline, go pick up the sticks. I wouldn't say it's a huge, powerful arm, but it's an accurate, lively ball off the fingertips when we get the things right. Also a young player mistake. If on any RPOs or any, this isn't even RPO, I don't even think we have the pass option right here. It's quarterback counter read. On all these things, man, we have to be really, really decisive with pulls, okay? I don't know if this is on the quarterback. I don't know if it's on the running back. But in my lifetime, this always gets blamed on the quarterback in the coaches' rooms, all right? It will always be on the Q every single time we have mesh point fumbles. Got to be a lot more decisive this year. Is this the rail? All right. Now, it's 3rd and 4. Ball in go territory, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. So this is actually a shot down nowadays. The football has changed a lot because of the analytical book. All right. Have you ever heard coaches refer to the book? That's what we're talking about. It's an analytical book that they get. 108 of 132 Division I programs use a company called Championship Analytics. It's a deep cut into football right here that I'm giving you, okay? 108 of 132 teams, probably more nowadays. 108 of 132 teams use a company called Championship Analytics. They are a team of analytical people, we'll call them people instead of nerds, or respect them, that give the head coach a book of decisions, okay? After a certain point, you're down, 12 points, 8.5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. You are going for it on 4th down if we get an incompletion right here. It'll be 4th and 4, and it'll be a green box that says you have to go because possessions are limited. You're down 2 scores. We have to get these points that we're going to get. Touchdowns matter down here, okay? So this is a go territory shot play down nowadays in college football because if we throw an incompletion, we know we're going for it on 4th and 4. I think they're calling this play for the shot to the running back on the rail. He's going to run down the sideline right here, and I think this ball should be ripped. Now, I understand Right now, he's about to throw this ball to this tight end on this whip return. I understand why he's doing it, because 42 looks like he's spinning to that running back rail, doesn't he, Jonathan? But he's actually speed turning there to the number one wide receiver. We have to throw this ball right now to this running back. And I even think it's in our cone of vision, right? We're working down to this tight end. 12's bailing out. We're ripping this right now to the number 3 wide receiver. We need to be throwing that rail down the sideline, in my opinion. Never go broke taking a profit, but we're down 12. Let's throw the touchdown, okay? Second and 10. Now, when I first saw this, this is a no-no, okay? We are way too deep in our drop right now. We're making it really hard on our tackles, okay? That it's impossible to stop a speed rush when you're 9 yards deep into the pocket. It's just really hard. All right, those guys got all day. If you watch one-on-one drills, that bag that they simulate the quarterback to be, that they're all rushing to get to, that bag's at like 5.5 yards of depth. All right, that makes that hoop that those speed rushers have to bend really tight, right? They got to get flat to the quarterback. When you do it like this, instead of the hoops being like this, Jonathan, they're like this. Which one do you think is easier for the edge rusher to make? The latter, all right? So we can't be making our drops that deep, all right? That being said, great play by the Q, extending this thing, keeping our eyes downfield, flipping back, and getting to one of our wide receivers for a big chunk play right there. But we've noticed it through whether it be, I think the first guy I noticed was like, oh my God, that's a bad habit. So Shedeur Sanders, when we watched him back at Colorado, it's like, dude, you're spinning out of way too many pockets. That stuff will not fly for too long. This is a bad habit to create. We can't be running backwards in pockets, bailing out, stuff like that. But wow, what a rip right there. See what I mean about down distance formation personnel? The down the distance in this football game was atrocious for the quarterback. All right, same thing with this. I think it's the theme of this study, right? Uber talented kid, young football player in his maturation process right here. I think it's probably only start 14 for us because we started the back half of our freshman year because Grayson McCall got hurt, and then we started all 12 games or 13 games this year as well. But we cannot slide through stuff, all right? We will spray the football all over the place like we do right here. It's the worst miss we had all day. I mean, that thing is missed by 10 yards, okay? And I think if we're just disciplined with it, if we could, instead of, all right, we're going to be much, much better. Oh, well, this is because of us. Yeah. We're in a 3rd and 15 because of us. All right, so no complaints there. All right, let's talk a little football here. They got 5 walked up on us, right, Jonathan? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as an offensive lineman, we're going to call Big 5 protection. That's what we're calling. Meaning us 5 got the 5 downs. Us 5 got these 5. All right? Which puts the running back in something we are around this network called scan protection. He's going to be scanning for the most immediate threat. I don't know what he's doing working all the way out, that being Hollywood Smothers. I don't know what you're doing working out there, buddy. We're kicking to him. He's part of our 5. All right? We have a mic plug-in right now on a green dog, and we're going to have a quarterback kind of have to fade away from this because he's got people at his feet. All right? Luckily enough, we have enough juice to get the ball out there, and our wide receiver works back to us, and we get a completion right here without that safety getting over the top and picking that thing off. But come on, running back. Come on. You're just wrong, buddy. You're just wrong. We don't know. Now, this, again, I'm going to put some of this on the quarterback, though, right? Like, you're responsible for your protections the older and older you get, all right? So you need to let that running back know, Big 5. All right, you need to let him know what the protection call is because he seems to think they might be sliding protecting this, right? He seems to think off the snap, nope, he's just wrong. His eyes are inside. He's just wrong. He's working outside for some random reason. Ooh, that safety bot got him one, didn't he? All right, Jonathan, what are your thoughts?
Really intrigued to see how this one develops this year because it could end up being one of the most intriguing prospects in the draft if it pans out that way. Super talented, just got to clean some things up.
Absolutely. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.